the function f is given by f of x is equals to natural log of 4x minus 2. X is a real number and x is greater than a half. Part A, find an expression for f inverse of x in its simplest form. B, state the range of f inverse of x. C, solve the equation f of x is equals to 1. So solution, first we are working out A. We are finding the f inverse of x. We are finding the inverse of the function f of x. So what we do, so our function is f of x is equals to natural log of 4x minus 2. Now let f of x be equals to y. So y will be equals to natural log of 4x minus 2. Now the next step is we're going to swap x and y in this expression. Where there is y, we put x. Where there is x, we put y. Okay, so here we shall have x is equals to natural log of 4y minus 2. To remove the natural logarithm, this one here, we're going to apply exponential function e on both sides of the equation. So we shall have e power x is equals to e power natural log of 4y minus 2. Now we know that e power natural log of a is equals to a. Okay, so that implies that this one here will stay. E power x will be equals to, this here will be just 4y minus 2, basing on this. So we shall have 4y minus 2. Now let us solve for y. We're going to isolate y by adding 2 on both sides. So we shall have e power x plus 2 is equals to 4y, because this cancels out with the other 2. So we divide both sides by 4. So you divide both sides by 4. This cancels, and therefore y is equals to e power x plus 2 over 4. So this is the inverse of the function. So f inverse of x is equals to, you can say 1 over 4 into e power x plus 2. So this is the inverse of the function. Let's work out part B. So part B is asking us to state the range of the inverse function. Okay, so now you have to identify the relationship between a function and its inverse. Now, a fundamental property of inverse functions is that the domain of the original function f of x is exactly equal to the range of its inverse function f inverse x. Okay, conversely, the range of f of x is the domain of its inverse function. So since they've asked us for the range of the inverse function, that means we're going to find the domain of the original function, because the range is exactly equal to the domain of the original function. So we're going to find the domain of the original function. Now, since our function f of x is equals to natural log of 4x minus 2, now for the natural logarithm to be defined, its argument, this one here, must strictly be greater than 0. So 4x minus 2 should be greater than 0. So here we're going to solve for x. Here we shall have 4x. When you take that to this side, it becomes greater than 2. So divide both sides by 4, and x will be greater than a half. So this is the range of the inverse function, and clearly the question states that x is greater than a half. So this confirms that this is the domain of the function, and therefore it's the range of the inverse function. Now, since the range of the inverse function is the domain of the original function, we take the set of all possible input values of the original function and define them as the output values of the inverse function. Therefore, the range of the inverse function will be, remember y is a real number and y is greater than a half. So this is the range. So f inverse of x is a half and infinity, or we can say y is greater than a half. Now let us solve for part C. Solve the equation f of x is equals to 1. Now to find the value of x, where f of x is equals to 1, we have to substitute the given function definition into the equation. So f of x, we know that f of x is natural log of 4x minus 2. So this is what is equals to 1. So now let us apply exponential function of base e to both sides of the equation to eliminate this natural logarithm. So we shall have e power natural log of 4x minus 2 being equals to e power 1. So remember we said that e to power natural log of a is equals to a. Therefore this will become 4x minus 2 is equals to e. E power 1 is the same as e. Our aim is to find x, so we isolate. So we shall have 4x is equals to e plus 2. Divide both sides by 4. This cancels, and therefore x is equals to e plus 2 over 4. Now since e is approximately equals to 2.718, so that implies that x will be approximately equals to 1.1795. This value satisfies our condition of x. Remember we said x is greater than a half. This value satisfies this condition. So that's how you solve for f of x is equals to 1. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. You can subscribe to this channel for more amazing videos. Like, comment, and share with your friends, and we shall meet in the next video.